Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This is Charlie here from Homebrewed Hobbies. We're looking forward to playing some of the Magic's newest set, Aetherdrift. Uh, Hopefully, you all have a great time, enjoy watching, and let's get to the races. Alright. See how slow this takes. Usually it's almost instantaneous. Yeah, there we go. I played it at my local pre-release on this set a little bit. Seems really fun. I felt like some of the mechanics were a little tedious. It felt like just a little bit extra, you know? But I don't think it was too bad. I enjoyed the set, and the mechanics were balanced, even though they were a little tedious. Let's see what our first pack's looking like. Obviously, Mythic Rare in the first pack almost feels too good, though, and 3 green pips is super hardcore, leading us into green. Turns all of our creatures into 6/6s, and whenever an opponent casts a spell, so it's the bane of control decks. What else do we got? Vehicles, vehicle. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, you get a Thopter. Now that would put us into green. It would lock us into green-blue right away. But it feels like the exhaust abilities are pretty strong in this set. And it feels like green-blue X, like a 3-color combo. I feel like this is just so tempting, but it's not. Let's try this. We're going to try the Aether Hive. If we don't signal, if it doesn't signpost very well, like, it is what it is. We'll just have to do what we can do. The Boom Mobile. This was a spicy exhaust pick. The fact that it enters and you get to add 4 mana just to activate abilities is really nice. There's a 5-color Path Cruiser. That's cute. I don't think it's that great for us. I don't think we really... Arena's not great for turning into 5 colors. I feel like it's way more dangerous. This looks like a really good solid removal. We'll have to see if we end up signposting into Teamer like that. Our draft neighbor here's got 4 packs stacked up. That's how you know either they got a tough decision on their hands or they're just AFK. One of the two. They picked the rare, so probably an AFK. There's a solid exhaust ability there, but it's not any of like this hardcore mechanics that we're looking for. Graveyard recursion seems to be a really heavy theme in this set. I like it a lot, but also it seems to be like like black seems to be just a little bit out of our color range. Probably the green creature. It's either that or the blue creature. The blue creature has draw discard, which I like, and we have a 2-drop flyer on the pilot. So what? It's a 3. So this is a 3/5 with flying, or we have a 3/4 with vigilance with card advantage. We ended up timing out. See, this is just not one of those days you're not the best Magic player. But you can't be the worst Magic player either. The camera launcher seems like what we would want to pick here. This is interesting, the boosted sloop, because it means that we could attack with whatever. And the Gastel Blockbuster also is a good card. I almost want to pick this. It enters, you could sacrifice it. You could sacrifice itself. So we could activate a vehicle, sacrifice the Gastel Blockbuster to destroy an artifact an opponent controls. I believe all of the vehicles are artifacts. The exhaust ability is nice though, if we want to stay into that range of exhaust triggers. I think that's probably our best bet. There's another Ranger's Aether Hive. That feels like that's just mid-range bumps. Like, almost don't want to turn it down because of that, you know? We have a pump spell that could be very useful. We've got one of the pilot lands, which are nice. We've got removal on an artifact. We've got multi-use pirate here. I think we take the pilot land. It's tempting. The pirate's tempting. We don't actually care about the spell pierce. And we've already have a camera launcher. We don't need another one. At least in the first pack here. Huh. Okay, so we've got to start your engine cards. Probably just Night Market. Night Market seems to be like valuable fixing in a set where we need it. Guidelight Matrix. You can saddle your mount, or you can turn a vehicle into a creature. I mean, our vehicles right now just have crew 1 and crew 2, so they're not going to be heavy crew costs. Probably pick the Keen Buccaneer here. That's just the standard flyer, which, I mean, we don't mind flyers. I feel like flyer advantage, the Avishkar Race Ray is unique because it gives us start your engines on turn 1. I think we'll get the Surveyor. The removal's also nice. Let's grab the removal. Okay, we've got a vehicle. It's a tutor. Tutor in white blue. Not something we really care for, but not something we hate. We've got some reanimator cars, Deathless Pilot. The Skybox Fairy is really just fixing. I think we grab the Earth Rumbler here. Now we're the AFK one. We're chatting while we're picking picks. Flyers, probably best thing here. We have unblockable creature. We have graveyard removal. We'll take the graveyard removal, put it in the sideboard. We'll see how that goes for us. Spell Pierce and removal in the first pack. Second pack's very interesting. So we got start your fortunes on the Far Fortune End Boss. That's really good. But I don't think it's not good enough to justify rotating out a color, especially when red's already kind of a rocky color for us. I think we go for the Web Strike Elite. The cycling trigger is really good. Our red sources aren't fantastic. And the other nice thing to note is that cycling's an activated ability. So for instance, the Boom Mobile triggers on cycling. Got a vanilla 3-drop 7-2. That's hilarious. It's just a car eating crocodile. We got some removal. We got the white Catboy. I don't think either of those are amazing for us, but I don't think we really have... There's not really a great pick here. I think we just rare draft the Basri and keep our minds open if we want to switch into white at some time down the road. We've got District Mascot and Ooze Patrol. I'm not a huge fan of Ooze Patrol, but District Mascot on the other hand. I think we just grab it. The 1-drop mana removal, or artifact removal just seems so good here. We've got a Octopus stopping the Mario Kart cars. It's a 0/8. That's kind of cool. It doesn't do anything other than that though. Oh, that's cute. You could tutor up the 0/8s with the... Huh. Guidelight optimizer seems like a cool idea. I'm gonna grab the exhaust on the camera launcher. It feels like we want these Aether hives to be activated pretty often. We have more graveyard removal. This pack is not great for us. The rare is real nice. And it is looking like we might have to pivot here in pack 2. We'll see. So the Stampeding Scurryfoot's a good card. We're just not seeing much of a playmakers beyond that though. The Veloheart bike is nice. Probably what we want here. Slick Imitator. Oh, that's cute. You can sacrifice it to copy a spell. Grab the Veloheart bike. Grab the pilot, the flyer. Reach for our ground boys. Probably wouldn't hurt us. Pick a Glitch Ghost Surveyor there. Gonna kind of rotate through this pack here, right at the end. I think we're gonna stay relatively committed. I'm kind of debating switching into Bant. So, get in the comments, let me know if you think Bant probably should have been our switch up. It's hard to say though. Could even play just blue-green. We'll take another Hazard of the Dunes. There's a flyer in white. Alright, pack 3, we got the Ox. And the Bulwark Ox is kind of interesting. But the Draconautics Engineer also is really good. Oh, I think instant speed put a 4/4 dragon into play is probably what we want here. Oh, of course, we're gonna get a blue-white card after this. Start your engines. Oh, that's interesting. So it's a copy creature, copycat. Now we're in this weird spot where we could play like everything but black, but I feel like that would be rough. A second Stampeding Scurryfoot's not a bad idea. We don't have anything that can copy exhaust triggers yet. Here's a Gas Guzzler. That's an interesting art. Kind of reminds me of like the Phyrexian Oil. We're gonna pick the Ranger's Aether Hive. I feel like having 3 of this solid uncommon is gonna be like a 3/5 body for 3 is already good, especially since it has crew 1. Oh, there's a Bloodghast. This last pack seems to be leaning us heavily towards black, which thankfully we're not. We're dodging that. I think we take the Blockbuster again, just for that little trick we talked about earlier in the video. A little bit out of our colors for that. I mean, we're not splashing black. We've got the Menace Crew 3, not the greatest. We're in 3 colors. Probably picking this vehicle is the best option. We'll never be able to activate it though, which is the problem. Maybe we pick up the 5-drop. The card advantage is probably best here. I'm nervous we don't have enough stuff to like make our vehicles function, but I think we'll be fine. The tortoise seems good. Looks like Medicant core passed all the way around. I feel like you can't ever go wrong with a lightning strike. That's cute. That's like an end game card right there, the push to the limit. We're gonna take it just as a one-of. I don't know if we're ever gonna hit 7 mana, but if we do, it just wins us right. Like, it'll win us the long match. I always take decent flyers with solid upsides in the yard. The Pit Automaton is awesome. The fact that it taps for 2 for cycling, it taps for 2 for any activated abilities is what just makes it a really solid body here. We're gonna go with another Stampeding Scurryfoot. Effectively, it's a 5/5 for 1 and 4. 5/5 for 4. We'll grab the Keen Buccaneer. Oops. So a car that crews itself, I think that's not a bad idea. Another bounce off, just in case. We want to do some sneaky tricks. All right, 35 out of 40 in our deck with 7 cards that we know are pretty much unplayable. Let's take a look. Oop. There we go. We got 9, 10. We've got yield. Magic number 17. I think in terms of the deck we've got here, it's relatively solid. I don't think we need the Hull Drifter. But it's a flyer, which is nice. We've got to cut 10 cards, whether we like it or not here. I think that Silken Strength is a great enchantment. We've got a lot of early game interaction. We don't necessarily need the Midnight Mangler, and we don't necessarily need the Hull Drifter. The Boommobile is going to be solid removal. We probably can cut down to 1 Keen Buccaneer and 1 Glitch Ghost Surveyor. I'm not planning on Start Your Engines being very effective in the early game. We'll probably want to cut 1 land. To be honest, it'll probably be an island. I like the Hazard of the Dunes as like our end game. I'm not a huge fan of the Earth Rumbler, other than it's just a 5-drop 7/6, which is nice. It's nice to have the big beaters. The Velo Heart Bike is mana fixing. The Aether Hives is what our deck's rotating around, along with the low cost exhausts. And we probably ditch a Bounce Off and a Silken Strength, another Survivor, or a Surveyor. Our 3 curve is pretty high. I think we keep an Earth Rumbler, we ditch a Hazard of the Dunes, we keep the push to the limit. I kind of want to keep all 3 Stampeding Scurryfoots, so maybe we ditch an... I feel like a 2-drop 1/3 flyer is not bad, it's just not great, so we'll drop one of those. That's our deck. Let's see how we do. This is before I go 0/3 drop. We're missing a color, but we do have the Aether Hive, the Scurryfoot, and the Buccaneer. We can try this. We're getting greedy by not having the color we're missing, but we're on the play. So, We'll have to see how things go. I wonder if there's any sneaky stuff. Not the color we needed. It was the color we deserved. One 3 flyer right out the gate of the scarecrows. I wish they should make scarecrows great again. I wish scarecrows was the deck archetype. Next turn we can drop a mountain to play the pilot off of it. I don't think we really want to though. We have a push to the limit for our late game potential. And we have the camera launcher. If we can draw a blue source next turn, like we're fine and dandy. Ooh, some artifact removal on a stick. Looks like he's playing a lot of flyers. Which isn't terrible. Nice, okay. Cat's giving things double strike. Ah, we tricked him. We'll exhaust the camera launcher. Get a Thopter. And that's how we're sneaky. Unfortunately, there's not much else we can do here. I would say we could attack with the district mascot, but it's not going to hold up. Let's see what he gives -2, -2. Probably the mascot. Yeah, unfortunate. I really wanted that mascot to last, but wasting removal spells on it probably is going to be fine. Not going to have a ton to deal with when it comes to this Wicker Folk, though. Oh, there's a 1/1 Death Toucher. So right now he's got the edge here. A little annoying, but not the end of the world. We've got a Silken Strength in hand. We've got some like tricksy. We still got some combat interaction here. We can try to push through. If I was him, I'm probably going to sacrifice the Grim Bauble to surveil too. I'll have to see. And we're just going to play it slow from here on out. Let's see. If he attacks with a flyer, we'll be happy. We might be playing into removal, is the problem. So we want to put it on the elephant. That'll at least slow down his start your engines, because once that Pride of the Road goes off, things will be really difficult. Especially with these Death Touchers. Hit Automaton is going to be helpful. Could have used it a couple turns ago to copy an exhaustibility, but I think it'll be fine. Tagging into the Death Touchers and the 2/5 body isn't going to do much for us. I'm surprised he's had 3 turns where he's left this on the board. I don't know why you would leave it on the board, but maybe that's just me. We'll chump the Scurry Foot into the Engine Wrap. If I was him, I would just be activating the rats to make each opponent lose 2 life. Holy rats. Okay, he's just got a lot of them. Maybe that's just why. Unfortunately, we still haven't drawn a blue source, so we're kind of starving on mana. And this is sorcery speed, which is unfortunate. I mean, we're just gonna throw another character under the rat train. He's trading up a bunch, but we have card advantage, so we'll end up losing a land to get the pilot, which my guess is gonna trade into another rat. Okay. Finally, he's doing it. Unfortunately, he does it on my turn instead of his turn, which negates the purpose of the start your engines mechanic. But we'll have to see where he goes. Oh, it has affinity. That's cute. Oh, so he's gonna remove a creature here. Probably the elephant. Yeah. Gives him the best trade-off. If he attacks with a rat, we're just gonna chump block it with a pilot. Doesn't seem to be much point. Oh my goodness, we got an island. Alright, kids. Let's start your engines. It's not gonna do a ton for us right now. We'll have to wait and see. But we do have a 3/5 body now, which can go underneath this 4/3 if he decides to attack with it. It's got crew too, so he has to put the pride. He has to tap the pride to activate it. That's brutal. I guess he can leave the Death Toucher up though. I'm surprised he's attacking with it. He has to have a combat trick. We have another Aether Hive, so worst case scenario. And we have Push the Limit for our late game, so we don't mind actually losing answers here. Because, like, we'll get the District Mascot back. We're going to take the 1 from the rat. He's going to go to start your engine 3. Let's see, is there an answer? That seems like such a waste, bro. Could have exiled it. That's okay. We'll take the 1 damage. Opponents making decisions. They're questionable decisions. That's okay, though. That's what we get when we're in bronze. Play another Aether Hive. It's unfortunate it was exiled, so it can't come back from our graveyard. It's unfortunate that we don't have really a board state. We're kind of just trading. Doing 1-for-1s. That's unfortunate. His 1-for-1s are just gonna prove to be better here, which sucks. Not getting that blue source, I think, is gonna cause us to lose out here. That's okay though, never fear. We have some unique answers here in this situation. That double strike's gonna be brutal though. I think the only answer we really have is to bounce it off. We'll see how he plays this out. We'll probably have to bounce off the double strike creature. And then block favorably on the junker. It's given the junker double strike. Interesting. So we have a couple plays here. I think that we threw the Velo Heart Bike using the Buccaneer. And then we'll go to blockers. We'll block the Broadcast Rambler with the Velo Heart Bike. Block the Junker with the Pilot. It's gonna kill the Rambler. The Pilot's gonna die. And then we can bounce off. Well, maybe we'll activate the Keen Buccaneer here. Oh, because it has Summoning Sickness, I can't tap it now. That makes sense. That's my mistake. Well, it's not a mistake. We're trading here. That's unfortunate. We'll just trade vehicles for vehicles. Is that a sorcery? Yeah. We'll draw a card and then discard a card. See what we get here. I could have copied it. I don't think I would have seen much use in copying it. We're going to end up holding up the bounce off to... No, because the rats have vigilance. Or the rats have death touch. I think we're going to grind out this game due to the fact that he just had the board state advantage. He's at 7 lands. I'm at 7, 8, 9. Gives it double strike. I don't think we want to bounce that to his hand. We might end up just chumping it on the Pit Automaton. But we could bounce the Pit Automaton in my hand. We could bounce the Keen Buccaneer too. Bounce the Buccaneer, take 1. Anything that lets us see another turn here. I don't think we want to concede just yet. Because I do believe we have answers. That rat's gonna kill us though, if we're not careful. We've got two vehicles and 1 mount in our graveyard here for the push the limit. Think of that double strike. I think we kill the Junker here. Good thing we held on to that island. Ooh. This is where things get interesting. I think we discard the Rumbler. Funny enough. Unfortunate. That Packdoll terror is gonna kill us. Interesting. Fortunately, the Pride of the Road's not an artifact. Kill the Packed Doll Terror, though. This is a 3/3 of reach, though. It gives us value like that. No, I think we gotta... That was a misplay on our part. We knew that we only had one blue, one-drop spell, so we could have held the Scurry Foot. He's just coming at us for lethal here. Unfortunate. Yeah, that was just things got really awkward not getting that blue source right away. Curses. And we knew it right at the beginning. We called it. It was a greedy hand to keep, so. I don't think that was anything determinate to see like what we would want to change. So let's just try it again. I think the deck operated fine. Even though I felt like my opponent made some misplays. We're going to have to keep this. I feel like the last game is going to have me in shock if I mulligan this. The push to the limit actually might be a dead card. Even though we want to have like the cheese of winning it out. Playing against, so far, mono black. We'll have to see how that continues. We don't need to show them our full color spectrum yet. So we'll just drop the Aether Hive here. With push in our hand, we're okay if he removes it, as long as he doesn't exile it. Sheffet Archfiend. This is a card that I saw the art when we were drafting, but I didn't read the card. I wanted to wanted to see what it does. I like the art on this. It's really sick. And the artist's name is God Machine. This card's a bomb. I got this in the pre-release this weekend. Just a demonic tutor that gives you a creature. Like, oh man, it's so good. We'll keep the extra blue in case we want to bounce off something. I think this game will actually get our Aether Hive engine going, which would be awesome. Considering it's the only uncommon that we really got multiples of that was like a solid bomb. Oh dear. I'd almost rather discard a card. This Momentum Breaker is so annoying. What an annoying uncommon. I think we discard the Aether Hive. We have 3 more copies of it. And the Keen Buccaneer stays as a blocker, so he can't tick up his hour. That's a bummer, though. exhaust being able to activate at instant speed, I feel like here is what we're going to play to our advantage. Such a good card. Weird response. I think we activate him. We'll discard the Rumbler, and then we'll bounce him to my hand. He'll get a turn where he gets to tap me, but I don't think we're really concerned about that because we saved our creature, basically bricked his turn. We're gonna hold off on the engineer. Well, no, I think, yeah, we play the Buccaneer. It'll block really well into the zombie. He's tapped out, we can attack with the mouse. And we'll leave the Buccaneer's exhaust up instead of just dropping another engineer. He's playing mono black, so we have to expect removal in his hand. And I feel like engineer is only really solid in the situations that we like. Are trying to push out like an aggressive red put, like a red hand. That's unfortunate. We're gonna see if we can make him choose. Probably the best reaction here. I want him to choose the vehicle. It's unfortunate that it exiles. Man, that sucks. We've got 10 power in our push to limit win here. That's better than Duress. That's a really good card. Drop the engineer. Fortunately, we don't have a double red source. Again, the curse of playing in 3 colors, but we attack with the Buccaneer of Vigilance, and it'll work out okay. Blocking with the zombie. We'll see if he has any. I don't think he does. Okay. That's kind of telling though. Either he's got another creature that he feels like can take over the board again, like provide board presence, or we're kind of just looking at him stalling. There's a second color. So he was starving on a color here. My guess is that all of these cards are red cards. Far Fortune? Oh man, I would have left that zombie on the board if I was you. The 4-5. Man, I kind of regret passing this up in the draft. It almost seems so good. Too good to be true. He's gonna gain 2 life here. Not terrible. We'll get an elephant. Good question. I almost want to say we just get a dragon. Dragon to use nuts on his face. Huh. That was stupid. I should have said it. Do I hit with the dragon? No, I don't think so. I think we do play another Scurryfoot and we wait patiently. Our advantage here is that we widen the board up a little bit. And when we get a double red source, we win on push. Okay. Oh, he's got a recursion blocker, recursion attacker, and we'll have to see. Oh, that's cute. That's a commander card, I feel like. That's a really good card as a 3-drop. He's a tick up his speed to 3 when he attacks with Fire Fortune. I think we just kill it though. We put a dragon in play, for sure. Rather than losing 2 creatures, we will push. He's only got 1 black source open. I don't believe there's any combat tricks for that. So we're not at risk of losing both here, I don't think. Yeah. We don't have any crazy vehicles. I think we pedal to the metal here. Hit him in the face. Like, it'll give him a tutor, potentially, on the crackback. But he's not really, he's gonna get to trade with one thing. This guy's already been fully exhausted, so he can take out basically a vanilla elephant. Or he can chump one thing and kill a mouse by trading. He's still gonna take 3, 6, 10, 12. Which means next turn we're gonna put him in the lethal range. Yeah, there's the conceit. Thanks, Minion71. Good game. Alright, we're on our way out of Bronze 4, kids. I'm really hoping hoping it gets better than that. We'll have to see. On to game 3. Man, that would make for a great sponsor. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just sipping my beverage. This is a greedy hand. I don't feel like keeping 2 landers in limited. Oh, this is even worse. Why do I regret my life choices? We'll go down to 5. Whoa, yeah. There's 3 lands here. I can deal with that. We'll have to pitch. I think there's no reason to not pitch. We'll keep the engineer. He's really good. And in case we do get our red mana on turn 2, like, that's the best case scenario. We didn't, and that's alright. But we did get a nasty combo with the Pit Automaton. We might just be able to aggro our way through this game. Question is, do we want to hold it up to copy? I don't think we do. We have enough Scurryfoots. But we might just put another body on the board. Decisions. We'll just wait. We're not going to drop the camera launcher, but we'll probably activate the Scurryfoot at the end of his turn. See if we can bait out the removal. He's thinking it. Oh, another vanilla. Vanilla-y boy. That's where things get interesting. Okay. I think we can activate that next turn, which gives us a 3/5 body. Oh, he's got the turn things into creatures card. That everybody's pumped up. Doesn't have any. I think we just attack here. Yeah, we're just gonna start trying to. We're gonna try the exhaust combos. start pulling through. Exhaust your engines, right? Instead of start your engines, exhaust your engines. Broken wings. At least we got our lightning, our 5 mana, actually our 7 mana lightning bolt in. Ugh. I almost feel like we flood the engine on the interface ace here. That won't probably be the case. I think we drop the camera launcher. We could also flash in the Silken Strength to bump the elephant. So I think we go to combat first. We'll see what. Because we'll just kill the interface ace if he blocks the elephant, right? Yeah. It'll untap the elephant, give us a blocker on the next turn. We've killed the interface ace, which is, in my opinion, pretty nasty when it comes to the vehicles deck. That was what I was kind of nervous about, this debris beetle, siege rhino on roids. I was actually nervous about the other green-black vehicle, the one that destroys a permanent. That would have stressed me out. Bellowheart bike would be really nice here. But I almost think we have to... We're gonna cut that off right now. I don't know if we have a lot of access to dealing with a 6/6 body. And that would be a real problem for us. So we're gonna let him lightning bolt us, do the siege rhino thing. We're gonna do some trading of our own. Pass the turn. Here comes the enchantment removal. Green, black, white, I feel like it's pretty solid considering he mainboarded Broken Wings. But we don't know. No, looks like nothing happened along those lines. So we're gonna just drop the bike here. It's gonna suck, like the fact that that's our red source so late in the game. But not much we can do about it. We're just gonna keep hitting him. Oh, he's got a combat trick? I believe he does. Yep, 4/2 fire creature vehicle. Oh, that's a good response. I do not have any extra combat tricks, unfortunately. My guess is he has the other vehicle. He's trying to get 3 black, 3 blue, 3 green. No, it's 2 black, 2 green, so he's just playing it to play it. We do block across pretty well here. Ah, we gotta crew the bike. I don't know if that's gonna help us much here. Looks like he's burning a bunch of answers, putting us on more even ground. I almost think that maybe not burning the bike was the right option here, just taking 4 to the face. But if it could stop him from going to combat, because he doesn't want to trade across, that would be nice. Oh, it looks like it did. Sweet. Sweet baby Jesus. That's what that says. The Keen Buccaneer trades really well. This also trades really well. I think we grab the... camera launcher. Trades across is the problem. This will trade up. Yeah, we'll just end our turn here. We're keeping the dung beetle down. Our opponent's flooding and we are not. So, I mean, I guess that maybe helps us. We could use more mana. But, oh, that's annoying. What a weird card. Now we can trade across with the Vanguardian or straight just block the Sundial Giant. I think we end up trading across. Not gonna do anything. I think we exhaust this guy no matter what. That's the red source we've been looking for, but I almost... Oh, it'll come into play untapped. Oh man, that's a hard choice. Yeah, we'll discard the camera launcher. That gives us dragon mana. Or if we're tempted enough, we can do double counter on the engineer, turn him into a 4/4, and then double dragon next turn. Oh, that might be what we want to do here. Not gonna do anything, but go for it. Alright, let's see what happens. He's attacking with the 4 and 3. Which I think we run the Buccaneer underneath the 4/3 for sure. Just call it a good trade there. I wouldn't have attacked with that 4/3, I don't think. I mean, the trade seems like a good idea for him. It looks like he's pretty much ixnay on the cards, eh? We'll just double counter the engineer here. Destroying that armory would be nice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're just gonna end up passing the turn. Getting double dragon, I think, here is probably more important. It's an instant speed, so we'll let my opponent see what they have to deal with it. Oh, that's cute. So he'll saddle it. We'll create 2 dragons. Not bad for being on 5 mana right now. The mana rocks and the bike are helping a massive amount. Now I don't know if he has any pump. The 6/7, so double blocking might be just what we want to do here. Doesn't look like he was prepped for that. So this pit automata is really coming in clutch this game. Okay, a 5/4 body. Well, it's a 5/5 because of the Alarian Armory. I almost say we... Oh, tough choices. What's our mana base after? Be a 5, 6, 7. I think we'll be able to. So we'll play the Scurryfoot. Can add 2, 3, 4. Activate the Scurryfoot. We need the Veloheart. I was gonna say we could turn on the Veloheart bike, but we need it for the blockbuster mana. I think we sacrifice the Scurryfoot here and we pop the Armory. That puts us into the better trades range on his creatures. It stops him from saddling stuff. We'll just attack in the air with the 4/4 dragon for value. A lot of activated abilities, a lot of routes to get to the same destination, if that makes sense, you know? If we're making car jokes right now, like, forget about that go zoom nonsense. My sinuses have been draining. I'm not doing great with it, but that's okay. Oh, he attacked into us. So he probably has a combat trick in his hand, but I think even so, like we just take the, well, I mean 4, 8. Does he have the ability to produce lethal? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think there's anything in the set that can produce lethal, so if we just take the damage, ticks up his speed. He's only at 2. Because we're going to have 12 plus 6, so 18 damage on the board. And at best he could block 4, so he'll be a -1. I think we're fine with the 1 card that's in his hand. Quick. Everybody grab a leg. I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything about this. Oh! So it returns at least 2 cards to his hand. 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so he's not going to be able to play them both, though. So we're just going to end up killing him here. Because he'll block a 4-4, and then he'll take lethal. Can't flash in the Fang Guardian, unfortunately. Good game immolation. Alright, 2-1. You know, you gotta take some losses every once in a while, but I think that's not terrible. We're in Bronze 3. Move it up in the world. Who needs cards? I like this new achievement system. I'm hoping that it gives you a bunch of other, like, goodies in-game. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can snag a third win. We're entering into the range of potential profits on our gem investment. Fergafunagun? Fergafunagun? Fergafungun? We've got every single one of this is the ideal hand. Again, we have Push the Limit, which we probably need to remove this from the deck after this. But a turn 1 Scurryfoot, and we have the turn 3 Rage's Aetherhive. I think that's solid. Barring like our opponent having ridiculous amounts of removal. No, we'll take the trade. It's better off to trade on that guy. We have loads of other stuff. And if he's playing hyper aggro, we want to avoid it. He's already started his engines on the Avishkar. Yeah. We're just in a better spot. Now the next question is, do we blow up a Gastel Blockbuster? Probably not. We'll drop a Keen Buccaneer. We don't have any reach, guys. Give it 3/3. Yeah. So he's playing Grixis, or not Grixis. He's playing big guys hit hard. Black red Rakdos. That's what it is. My brain no function. I almost say so. I think we exhaust the Buccaneer here. We'll discard the Earth Rumbler. And we'll play the Stampeding Scurryfoot. And we'll get it in for an attack for 3. Our go wide strategy should be relatively okay against this aggro deck, especially since we're trying to put the brakes on his aggro. We'll have to see though. Might have a combat trick here, 1 mana combat trick. It's okay if we lose our King Buccaneer though. I don't want to lose our Scurryfoot. Interesting. That. So he was trying to bait up a. Trying to bait out an aggro trick. Oh no, that's gonna be rough. Okay. We are gonna be able to, like, so the Wicker Folk is gonna do the max speed for him, which is a problem. He doesn't want to attack with the Goblin. Unfortunately, you have to. Sorry, son. You're a dead boy. Now he's got max speed. That's unfortunate. We're just not drawing. maybe we could have removed the Wicker Folk with the Blockbuster, but like we're just not drawing the things we need to be hitting to stop his flyer. Let's see if he double blocks here. I would love to kill this house squad heavy. No, he's just throwing his jumper in the trash. I feel like we've had some really favorable trades. It looks like we're both stuck on 3 lands. I have the board advantage at the moment. He has max speed advantage. That's cute. So he's played Tribal Goblins, right? Like that's the deck we're seeing. Good for him. You don't want to add 1 red mana. Okay. Interesting way to go. Nice though that he's got a lord for goblins. If I wasn't just killing all of his goblins. I almost say we just play the Blockbuster and kill his Lifecraft engine. Seems like the way to go here. Either that or we bounce something as like a combat trick, but I don't really see the need to. We're both stuck on this 3 mana jump here. Got 1 vehicle in the yard for push. We definitely, I think we get rid of push after this game. Let's keep punching. We're gonna out aggro the aggro deck here. Okay, he's got a 4/2. It's gonna be creature right away. Thankfully it's not a goblin, so it was the right thing to blow up the Lifecraft engine. Does he attack with both? See, I feel like that's a poor choice here. Because he's tapped out, so he's already revealed his hand. We have crew 1 on the Ranger's Aether Hive. So we're gonna get a 3/5. And we just block favorably here. Oh, but he has 2 goblins, so he can have the Thrill Troller kill the Aether Hive here? That's cute. Like, that's a nice way to combat trick it out. I don't think it's worth it. Like, it's a 2-for-1. And you lose a rare, which I guess isn't like a bomb or anything for you, but... Oh, because it comes back, I guess? Maybe that's why he's okay with it. Well, we're going to play another Aether Hive, because we just happen to be fortunate enough to draw one. It's unfortunate that we're not drawing a 4th land. This is what we get for playing 16. Okay, the 4/1 vanilla legendary. Gonna go to combat and I'm gonna get to kill another goblin. Land. Yes, we did it. We did it, chat. It's depressing that we're excited about it. We hold the web strike. We hold the scurry foot. I think we prep for exhaust on the scurry foot that's on our board. I think we might offer a trade with the Buccaneer. It's low enough, I think he'll do it. He doesn't want to lose the Tyrox, but it feels like that's a waste. Yeah, okay. It's just tapping his Howl Squad heavy for no real reason. Oh, 1 second, I was sneeze here, Chip. Never mind, not gonna happen. You think it does until it doesn't. Rocketeer Engineer. Greatest value among artifacts you control. Whenever he attacks or enters, you can Oh, that's cute. To return his Goblin Pupper? I think we end up holding off here on activating the Scurryfoot, and we kill the Buccaneer Rocket in response to him targeting the Lifecraft engine. And block with our Aetherdrift. Good stuff, good stuff. I mean, do we just hold off here? I don't say we do. That might be something we have to do. We also have cycling on the night market. I think that's, yeah, we'll hold off. Give me 1 second, chat. I gotta go blow my nose. Alright, we're back and excited. Interesting choice. We're gonna see that Boomobile get played. Interesting. We're gonna have a lot of interaction this turn. That's gonna become an artifact creature. He didn't go to activate the Boomobile. But he forced all of his mana to get as much recursion as possible. Which I think is good for him. So now we go to combat. It's the Goblin. See who his targets are, his attackers. He's gonna trigger that. You have to choose an artifact to sacrifice, so he might sacrifice the Boomobile. I think our first response should be to that resolve. Oh, he sacrificed his scrap troller? Drill troller. I wouldn't have done that personally. MTGA's auto tapper is going to cause me to lose here. Alright, so we'll block here, block again here. We're going to bounce the Lifecraft engine to his hand. Unfortunately, due to the damage changes, he still gets to kill one of my creatures, but we'll live with that. Otherwise, it was a good turn there, I think. We're at 6 mana, so next turn we're probably going to play Night Market on red. We get 1, 2 vehicles back, which is really solid. Go to attackers here. I almost think we have the 1/1, go to combat. 6 damage. Puts him to 2. That way we're threatening lethal on our turn. That Locust Spray might have came in handy last turn if you hadn't tapped out. Okay, we got a Dynamite Diver, and he's probably going to play the Lifecraft engine again. That would be my suspect. He should have, in my opinion, it wouldn't have changed anything. He's trying to pump out blockers. Because he knows that he's in a fragile position here, I think. Trying to hit me is not going to do any good for him. But I guess that's what he'll do. Activated the Boommobile. I mean, we're gonna activate the Scurryfoot. We're gonna get a 1/1 and a 3/3. He'll go to combat. He doesn't have trample on the Boommobile. Which I don't see what I would block it for. I feel like I can just value block 2 things here. Well, if I do value block, okay, he concedes. Good game for Gafunagoon. I'm just gonna keep running into names that I can't pronounce, and that's gonna be like the end all for me. I believe we're at the 1,000 gems threshold. Yeah, so why don't we make some adjustments here? Take a look. I feel like Push the Limit has underperformed, so we'll probably take that out. We've been a little starved on red, so like getting back up to 5 red sources isn't a bad idea there. I don't think we'll make any other changes. I kind of want the Glitch Ghost Surveyors. The Silken Strength seems nice, but it feels like removal's pretty high. The Keen Buccaneer, it might be more ideal for us, but like, it's probably more ideal than a second camera launcher, I guess. Because the 3/3 with the 1/1 Thopter isn't going to be as great. We haven't ran into as many games where that's better for us. So why don't we'll do that. We'll play our next round, see how it goes. Some minor changes. I don't think they're going to be so great or crazy amazing, but they'll be helpful for sure. Alright, we've got two colors, Double Keen Buccaneers, and on our short color, which is our highest mana base, we have the Aetherhive. I think we keep this hand. It'll be a little greedy, but I think a 3-land hand isn't something to sniff at. And look at that, we're going to be playing into curve pretty decently. We'll say hello. Alright. Oh, that's a nice draw in this game here. The question is, against red-green, do we just do we try to rip it real quick? Hope that we draw a land next turn? I mean, the Boommobile itself is going to be really good. Yeah, I think we do. I think the value in getting the land is too good on the engineer. It's unfortunate he doesn't give himself haste. We're not going to attack. We want to leave up the blocker in case the district mascot can get saddled next turn. I don't think it can, though. We'll have to see. Uh-oh. Where's his third land? Uber Monk. Don't tell me you kept a 2-lander. Borgie. Oh. I mean, I'm hoping he has a land. Yeah, there we go. He's just slow playing. You hate to play against games where people end up getting bad luck like that. You want to play some good games. Now, when he removes the Draconautics Engineer, I'll stop being nice. I'll be like, God, I hate this guy. He's running out of time, though. I wonder if he's having connection issues or if he's just thinking too much. Oh. More artifact removal? So he's got double artifact removal right out the gate. Saddling up the Corgi. I don't have enough stress to feel like that's gonna bother me. Yeah. Alright. And he tapped out. Those crack back. We're gonna have instant speed dragon powers. Because we're cool like that. I was thinking about dropping the Aetherhive, but the Aether Jacket will end up killing the Aetherhive almost immediately. So in this situation, it's better to see if we can bait out like an attack with the district mascot. And see if we can like tease out a 1-trick. Here's the 1-trick tease, so let's see. If he has an answer, he has an answer, and if he doesn't, he doesn't. I would be shocked if he doesn't have an answer. Like a Broken Wings, Crash and Burn, that works too. I mean, it wasn't really necessarily the play we wanted to move around, but I think if we're just going to be aggressive, I don't know. I maybe should have exhausted the Skystreak Engineer while he was tapped out, but Crash and Burn does 6 damage. So probably better just to hold it up. combat trick. I almost don't want to. Like, it will prevent 3 damage, I guess. 2 damage. No. Not worth it. That's unfortunate. This has answers. Turn him into a 3/3. We're hoping that the Pit Automaton draws the fire on the Aether Jacket. He's down to 2 cards in hand. The District Mascot now has Naturalize under its belt, though. Problem. He's just getting gains out here. I don't know. Don't know how we'll deal with this. We're probably just gonna have to take a District Mascot to the face. I guess the question is, does he have another combat trick? Because then do we punch, try to kill the District Mascot and just take 7 here, and we'll lose 1 creature? Well, we'll take 4, because we'll block the Blockbuster. Probably is the safer situation. That 1 card in his hand is gonna be determining what kind of tricks we have to do here. Alright. All or nothing. What's in the bag? He can kill the Pit Automaton here with the District Mascot. If he doesn't have a trick. He'd still trade with one of my guys. No, that's so much worse. Oh, so he did have a combat trick. This is just not proving fruitful for us this game. Yeah, I guess we just... Not gonna have too many outs here, unfortunately. He's got 6 lands, so he could draw some more. But theoretically, I mean, if he draws the rest of the lands in his deck, he breaks 11 turns. We come out of this feeling great. I don't think we will, though. I think we're gonna take 6, and we might lose next turn. Fortunately, we don't have... Gotta deal with that Aether Jacket. I should have traded much earlier with the Mascot, I think, too. Probably would have been a better option. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Tap this in an okay way. I guess it's irrelevant. the 0/4 blocker up. Activate Keen Buccaneer. See if we get a land. If we can get a mountain here, that's not a mountain. We could have had an additional creature, but I don't think it would have helped much. Fortunate. Oh, and there's the removal. So, I mean, in reality, I think we just lose here. That's unfortunate. We're at the 1,000 line. He just drew too many answers. He got three answers, creatures on the board. Well, technically four because of the burner rocket. But we just weren't able to keep up with his answers. Yeah. Good game. It's games like those where I wish I could draw an extra card just to see like how far away we were from that extra red source. We even added one into our deck and it just didn't wanna come out. So that's a solid reminder to us, like, kill the corgi. If we gotta dropkick puppies, we gotta dropkick puppies. Not something I'm a fan of, but hey, we got our own corgi hand and all three colors. That's shaping up to be a good one. Let's see just how good it is. We'll be able to saddle up corgi on turn 2 because of the stampeding scurryfoot. Oh, might be an MVP card there. Battle 1. Alright. We can do this. I have faith. There's a 4th land. That's something we desperately need to function. We'll drop Aether Hive. We will saddle our dear old corgi. Little mouse riding a corgi. That's not terrible, right? It's not going to break the corgi's back. Dogs and mice. So we do have Naturalize now online. Naturalize.dog. Which I think we're probably going to use it. If he's going to tap out for a Pit Automaton, probably does not hurt to activate the corgi here. We're not going to activate the Aether Hive, but go to damage. Effectively time walking him on the Pit Automaton feels nice. I guess it's not a total time walk because it doesn't like, he's not going to replay it, but it's solid. Oh, that's so cool. I wish I got that. Right. Does it hit me with the mouse? That's what I would do. Just go and smack him. Other permanents. So he has an overrun on a stick there, though. Do we just kill the corgi? Probably not. Although it might be nice. I think we'll saddle the corgi. We will offer the trade. Yeah, he snap took that trade. So either he has a lot more artifacts, or the overrun effect wasn't as realistic of an option for him. Ooh, we're gonna have to deal with that. whenever you activated exhaustibility. Okay. We've got a little bit of time. Speaking of activating exhaust abilities, let's get some Thopters on the board. Put some darn tootin' pressure on this guy. We're in four-wheel drive right now. Okay, some counter distribution, not another exhaust ability, and he's not activating the. He's not leaving up enough mana to activate the mouse. The Adrenaline Jockey's is a 5/5, which is kind of rough. Oh, goody, goody, goody. That is flying, so we're not gonna like throw anybody under the bus yet. Alright, there it goes. Activates it. He's gonna get an elephant, and he's got a 6/6. I don't know why he did it on his main phase though. Maybe we'll find out. Oh, oops. I mean, we'll just drop another Aetherdrift. At this point, I feel like we're just gonna play the go wide game. Not a terrible way to have it play out. And he's not gonna attack into me. Yeah, I mean, we'll play the Pit Automata. We will activate our Keen Buccaneer. Triple Thopter power. Doesn't seem like he has tons of flying interaction. Oh, that's kind of dirty. I think we get rid of the hazard here. Question is, so if we activated, I mean, we're not doing that this turn. We can't. If we had activated all three Aether Hives, he would have taken 8. We would have won. Assuming he doesn't have any other cards in his hand. We should have pressured lethal. But we did not. That was my mistake. He conceded. We'll take it. Thankfully, in the good old bronze, mistakes can be afforded to us by pushing through a sheer force. I think that puts us into 1400. Yeah. So we're just 100 shy of breaking even. Which breaking even's great. I don't hate on that. These drafts are all funded by me out of pocket, so we would love to see ourselves get a full set. We have 4 lands. One of them is not green. We've had this happen a couple times. I think we mulligan. Oh, my opponent took a mulligan, so that makes it way easy. Oh, the Draconautics Engineer has won us every game he's been in play. I think we just... That's a hard keep. Anyways, I think we... Ironically, we dropped the Boommobile here. It has not been a great rare. I've wanted it to be a great rare. I've wanted to push the Boommobile. Being able to go boom, baby, boom is super nice, but I don't think it's good. And it's a later game card anyways. Like, you're gonna want... By the time you play it, you want it to do more damage than it can do, and it won't do that. should be like a late game finisher at best. If we could get a double red, I think we're living large. Yeah. We would love a blue, but with a double red in this situation, the pit automaton becomes way more viable. Because we're able to copy triggers on the Draconautics Engineer. Against the blue-white deck, it's going to have a lot of control, and it makes me kind of nervous. Yeah. 3 stun counters. Man. Our opponents just did not want that automaton to get up. I'm half tempted to pop the +1/+1 right now and give it haste. I don't think it'll help us. The haste, I mean, it won't give this haste, but the +1/+1 counter turns into a 3/3, which means we can crack back better. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason for that, though. We'll just take the damage. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Anyways, it would be a waste of mana not to. That's unfortunate. See, that's why we didn't want to do that. Because it would have been a free Thopter. Following our gut made us have a bad play. Oh, that's cute. Problem. Thankfully, our opponent's a dummy. I guess not that much of a dummy. Wish he was more of a dummy. He'll block the engineer here. We kind of want him to do anyways because it'll kill his creature. But we're gonna tick down that Aether Spark, which is kind of what we got to do here. -5, draw 2. Such good value on a card though. That's just a hot draft piece. Unfortunately, I already activated, so he's not going to be able to equip it. Interesting. The Unstoppable plan doesn't seem that great in this format. I guess it helps you, like, keep your stuff crewed. We have 6 mana, so we can copy the Stampeding Scurryfoot trigger here. I think that's what we want to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't count as a second activation. Sucks. But we've got full aggression. Pulling out all the stops. Now we just gotta hope he doesn't have a board wipe. I'm gonna pass the turn real quick, chat. I gotta blow my nose again. Sorry about this, a little under the weather. It's a good time to step away. My opponent just conceded. We've headed into the profit margin. We have a need for speed. Which I think we've only got like two wins left. Yeah, so if we can do a full 7-2, this will be a great first draft. I mean, I'm not that good of a Magic player, let's be honest. But as a debut video, I'd be happy to hit 7-2. I'm jinxing it right now. I'm happy to make profit anyways on gems. Like, this has been great. It's tempting to keep it. I don't have a red source. I almost feel like we need to mulligan because of that. My opponent kept a hand of 7. Man. Yeah, we'll mulligan. Oh, that's so much better. We drop a Sky Streak engine. Like, we have double Scurry Foot into the Aether Hive. We just need to draw land to activate the Scurry Foots. Cat, crazy cat man. I don't know if I like him. Deserting to create cat tokens. Oh, it's gonna be a problem. Did draw our second land though. Their second Scurry Foot. Next turn we'll play the Aether Hive. No blocks on cat damage. Cats and mice. Not the bestest of friends. Just a wall of text on a creature. Oh, we saw this guy when we were drafting. He seemed really interesting. We'll have to see if the Aether Hive will be enough for us against the white-red aggro. Bastard being able to put out cat tokens is going to be kind of problematic. He's got a steady stream of life. Whenever he plays a vehicle, he's going to be able to Cloudspire Coordinator to get 1/1s. It's really strong. At the same time, we're about to start going way wide. Unless he can deal with the Aether Hive. And even then, we have the Boommobile, which will probably kill Basri or Cloudspire. Did we brick him? No, he's got a combat trick. Or he's baiting out a I don't think we want to test if he's baiting out a combat trick, though. No blocks. We'll just take the 3. It's not worth it to test it when he has 4 cards in hand. I'd rather lose the 4 life. And now, probably use the Boommobile here to kill something. Basri gets him a token. That'll get him tokens. That'll become bigger. I would probably shoot the Pro Catcher Specialist. It's unfortunate that we're only going to shoot something for 1. Probably shoot the Prow Catcher Specialist. Because we're going to be able to deal with the 1/1s pretty with relative ease. That's the only thing that's getting bigger right now. We'll see this combat trick early if we need to. And that wasn't the case. Fortunate. We know that his combat trick is probably +2. It's a way to deal with the Aether Hive if he deals 3 damage to it. Yeah. The burner rocket. I'm surprised he's playing it right now at the end of my turn. Because that meant he couldn't activate his Cloud Spire Coordinator. He just wanted to push out mana, I guess. That's unfortunate. He's gonna kill the Aether Hive. He's probably gonna sacrifice the burner rocket for it. That'd be my expectation. Yeah. Probably what I personally would have done was would have been sacrifice a cat, but so we're just gonna let the Aether Hive die. That's unfortunate, but it's not like end of the road unfortunate. He's down to one card in hand, and he doesn't really have a ton of answers on his board for how we're gonna play through things now. I think we just leave mice up. Yeah, I think we're just gonna be chilling. We swing with a Thopter, make things a little more manageable. We have a 6/6 body, a 3/3. Gonna keep trying to poop out cats, which has to be painful. Lots of claws. But I don't think doing it once every 2 turns is gonna be great for him. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. We're gonna have to spur ourselves into action here a lot faster. Her and her Tron bicycle. Gonna start going way wider. I don't like that at all. I wouldn't have attacked with the vehicle though. Personally. Huh. Interesting times. Hit Automaton. Give us 2 elephants when we copy trigger. He doesn't really have any artifacts for the blockbuster to deal with. But even just playing it, I think, yeah, because we'll be able to crew and we'll be able to start toning down his board here. While also trimming the Chandra. It's unfortunate that he's gonna get extra turns out of this with an empty, and I'm gonna have an empty hand and he'll get cards, but I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. There's that 3/2 vehicle and another pilot. His 3 in a row is so brutal. I think I put the Scurryfoot underneath the vehicle. Oh, he's not gonna crew it. Doesn't have any really answers to flyers here. And I will start going a lot wider, which is kind of what we need. Gotta do. unfortunate. Combat. I don't think I win this here. That sucks. Let's just add answers. That's 3 different types of answers. And Trump blocked the blockbuster with the car, and she'll go down to 2. I mean, don't get me wrong, this game's gonna still remain excessively grindy. Because his board is such low power. Yeah, he's got to pump her up. Oh, that's cute. Double strike. Cycle and night market here. That gives us a combat trick. Would be useful. Depending on how he plays. To throw the coordinator under the bus. Oh my god, that would be awesome. He's throwing 4 tokens under the bus though, instead. I would have loved the coordinator. That's a big problem for him. Made this game way grindier. And granted, she has the cycling ability, so he's gonna be on curve for a lot of this game. But like, him losing his massive wideness is not gonna be great for him. Unfortunately, give it double strike. So I think yeah, we'll have to wait. Need some card advantage or something. Chandra's gonna start netting him a lot of gains. There's a flyer. And he just managed to double the sports side again. Gosh. That's just harsh for me. And I'm flooding. I'm at 8 and he's got 5. He's only hit 1 and I've hit 9. So I have 8 left and he's got 11 left. We'll just proceed to go wider and wider. This is gonna suck. He might start flooding out though. We'll see. Like, be ideal. Telling me there's a chance. We'll have to see. He's gonna keep getting cats and pilots, and we're just gonna have to play around it. Man, this last game's gonna just be brutal. Not expecting red-white late game. I'm sure that normally this deck is supposed to just be red-white aggro. See what we get. I don't think we get out of this. There's just nothing. We're being held down way too hard. And that emblem's gonna start killing us. Ah, no. Oh, I mean, we'll play. We're just playing see who can go wider, I guess. Weirdly enough, I've gone through more cards than he has. What? 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yep, there's the lightning bolt. Lightning bolting a Thopter. I don't think that was a great choice on his part. I think I kill his Chandra here. Because I have 2 more Thopters and he's only got 1 flyer. But she's like the biggest problem here. So if that's how this goes, I think I might have a chance to come out of this. Oh my god. Does he have a way to protect his Chandra in his hand? Oh, see, he could have killed a Thopter. But he didn't. Is he trying to like hit me for lethal here? Doesn't look like it. Could be. You can activate the Paragon. I think I still trade favorably though. Yeah. I don't know. Hmm. I'm not blocking the... We're gonna kill the Chandra. End up dropping that guy on the board. Although I kind of want the... Too good. Kind of want to draw the card, but it's not gonna... I don't think he has any enchantments on the board. Man, this game's got my heart going in roller coasters. Ooh, that might be rough. Kills my reach guy. Nothing I can do here. Doesn't look like things are gonna get any better. Unfortunate. And it's a good thing we didn't cycle him because we would have just... That Chandra ended up causing us to lose the game is really the answer. Gee. Oh. Just like I said, done jinxed it. That's okay. That was 3 losses. We did good though. 5 and 3, not terrible at all. So that's where we're gonna cut it off. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Appreciate it and all the time and effort spent into it. Feel free to like, follow, subscribe. I've got a link tree below. And have a great night. You guys enjoy your evening.